welcome back to another episode of How You Do That. It's the boys. We're here again. But today we have some special help. Do you want to say hello into the mic, Jolene?
Oh, hello.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Jolene.
She's like...
Suddenly you sound different.
It's like Friday.
Say hi, my name is Jolene again.
Hi, my name is Jogin.
She can do voiceover. I think.
She's a talent.
She can be a talent. Jolene is here for a very great reason today because today's episode is brought to you by SupermamaLab. Hey, I just want to say, as a guy podcaster, to get a mother brand sponsor, this is it, guys. We are living the dream of dad content creators already at this point. We got it already.
Thank you for supporting.
But for every dad out there, for every husband, every wife out there, today's episode is the episode you send to the clueless guy, to the clueless dad, to the clueless husband when it comes to anything that comes around when you got a baby.
Correct.
Today's episode is us walking you guys through learning about all these products.
The journey into the unknown.
Guys, we don't know anything. Okay, let's just reset our brain.
Let's just go back to before we had kids, right? Like people would be like, "Oh, you need to get this, you need to get that." Why? Why do you need a thing that look like that?
So we're going to learn today,
Correct.
We're going to learn today, Do you guys still remember? I mean, John probably has 1 year, 1.5 years into it. 1 year,
1 year
into
plus
it. The first shopping trip you did for your kid.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you guys went to get?
I think for me, it wasn't so bad.
Really?
Because we had help.
Okay.
We had a lady in Singapore, her name is Sarah.
Oh.
So at that point of time, I think she was working with Mother's Work. So, it's like mother care, that kind.
Okay.
Like a multi-label store.
Okay.
Right? So she reached out to Amanda.
Oh, nice.
And basically set us down on a Sunday. And this lady also, Sarah also has her own kid. So for her to come out on a Sunday,
lady working on Sunday,
to meet us in the afternoon, just to run through all the different products that they carried, that was actually very nice. And we thought we were going to be there for I thought I was going to be there for an hour max. Go there, ping pong pong, talk a little bit. We ended up there for maybe 4.5 hours to 5 hours.
I would think so.
Yeah, and then she brought us snacks. So that's still a very pleasant memory for me because I think in that 4.5 hours, I had a crash course of what my future was going to look like. Because there was so many different types of products. Some for baby, some for the mother, none for the father, but the father, you got to understand how to use everything.
Correct.
Shout out to Sarah.
Shout out to Sarah, man.
Working on a Sunday.
Sarah's a champ.
Yeah. I don't think that a lot of fathers would have that kind of experience too.
You got me?
Mine is more crash course. It's like when the product comes to the house, what is this? This is what? How do you use?
YouTube.
Dear, can you help me to grab that? What is that? I don't know. So mine was a different experience from this, but I think this would have that.
Oh, but I feel very fortunate for, I don't know whether y'all have this in Malaysia, but in Singapore in secondary school, we have the choice for our, we call it secondary 3 and secondary 4.
Okay.
Right? You guys call it
Form 3, Form 4?
Form 3, Form 4.
he always find it very hard to say. Why y'all call it Form 3, Form 4?
Actually,
so Form 3 and Form 4, you guys have, so we have this thing called Home Economics and Design and Technology, D&T. So Home Economics is basically cooking, sewing, and then D&T is building things.
Yeah.
I chose to do home economics.
Okay.
I was in a class
we need to
with all the ladies.
Yeah, wow.
There were maybe 3 guys and 30 girls.
This guy.
At that point of time, my intention was I just wanted to be in a class with all the girls. Okay,
so facts.
That was my intention then. But I'm very fortunate I did that. Because they actually teach you like cooking and all of that, and I realized that when you buy something from the store, especially a baby chair or any bigger toy, it is your responsibility to a certain extent as a father to fix it up.
That's true.
Yeah. So all the years of IKEA, all the years of building things really comes in handy.
Trained you well.
I know.
Trained you well. So today, John is going to be our Sarah.
Okay, I try my best.
But I just want to say, we need to set the stage because I think this is very important. To the mothers out there, to the ladies out there, we are taking the angle of this is how we truly felt as guys learning about these things for the first time. We don't assume we know what they are. Perfectly do what you feel about it, but our only goal today is to walk through all the clueless dads about why you might need this and how you can support your wife. So I just want to say All these things is in our radar as husbands to buy.
Yes.
But it's never us to use.
Yes.
So we need to position ourselves in a way that we understand our wife at the time that she needs to use it. We need to understand how to support her using it, how to clean it, how to prepare it, how to get it ready.
Facts.
So we're going to go through the most important things that you need to prepare for your wife as time goes on.
Okay.
Jolene, what is some of the most important things that SupermamaLab has sent today for us to like get our nesting ready?
Okay, so the first few things they sent
Oh,
was
boy.
the Air Plus wearable breast pump with remote. Can you identify which
Okay,
one that
stop
is?
right there. Yes. Do we have, is this the one that we need to
Yeah,
mess
yeah.
around with? Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, have you all seen this breast pump before?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I just want to say, teacher, I want to say one thing. Why this breast pump is one of the best, according to Suyan, is you no need to stay plugged into the wall in one place. This is chargeable. Is it chargeable? How many hours? Did it say how many uses?
Doesn't
One
say,
pump.
but USB-C chargeable.
USB-C.
You can charge it in
You
your
even know how
car.
to on, brother. How you know how to on it?
Yeah.
Jade knows how to on TV. I know how to on a breast pump. The button.
So-
There's a button over here, and you can increase and decrease the level and all the kind of things.
So my
Can hear the sound.
my first exposure to this is Suyan actually used this. This one was her preferred choice.
Yep.
At the end of everything, it's because it's so portable. You don't have to stay in one place and like wait. But wow,
And you can see over here, the charging point is the charging port is actually a USB-C, so you can use with all your cables and stuff like that. And like what he mentioned, it was one of Jazel's preferred one as well because she bought, I think she had like 3 or 4.
Damn.
Because she wanted to see which one fit her the best. And this one definitely is one of the best because it's portable.
yeah.
We don't have to plug it. There's not all the wires and cables and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I'm just going to say it doesn't hurt. For one of the things was, is it effective or not for the yield? Are you in that stage now, John, where you're still buying 2, 3, 4, 5 different breast pumps?
I think at that point of time when Amanda was breastfeeding, she borrowed and tried a lot of different kinds.
That's right.
So
That's right.
like there was this type of breast pumps as well, the
Yeah.
more portable one, but
Yeah.
I think it didn't really work as much for her.
Right.
And I guess if you speak to any mother,
Yeah.
breastfeeding or breast pumping, it's gonna hurt regardless. It's how much they say that is going to hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she tried a whole different bunch. So she bought one, I think, and didn't really work for her. And then it was very nice because she had a little community.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they were like, oh, I'm done with breastfeeding already. Here, you try my pump. If it works for you, use it. If it doesn't, then I'll just
Find
take it
another
back.
one. Yep,
Yeah. You know, so I think at least from what I saw from her, that's a very open process. You know, I think you don't just buy one and then think that, okay, this is the one that I have to use.
Yes.
I think no harm trying,
Has to.
no harm asking your friends who's done with breastfeeding whether, hey, can I just borrow your breast pump to see whether
They're
it
actually
works
quite
for
willing
me?
to do it one.
Because I think once you go into parenthood, it becomes the journey into the unknown. You really don't know which one fits you, and like us as husband, and from my experience like I don't know the feeling that Jazel is going through, and some pumps to her it's uncomfortable and it's inconvenient.
Yeah.
And all I can do as a husband is to make it as comfortable for her because
Yeah.
it's a very uncomfortable experience. Every 2-3 hours she has to pump. I will be hearing that sound every 2-3 hours, even when we are sleeping.
Yep.
You know, even when we're traveling and all that kind of stuff. So you got to find the best
And I
suited
feel like
for you.
your wife would never be as annoyed as you sleeping as they would when they are pumping or they're breastfeeding.
Your existence
Yeah,
and
your
annoying.
mere existence and demure sleep would
What you say? Oh, your nipple's so useless.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Oh, but one thing that I want to say though, I think when it comes to this situation, so one thing that I had to learn was, I think when my son was just born, Amanda basically hired a lactation consultant.
Oh.
Yeah, and I didn't know what that meant. I'm like, a lactation consultant? Yeah, like just breastfeeding only what? I mean that point of time you don't know, right?
Of course.
Yeah. And then it was this lady that came to my house, and she used to be a nurse in one of the hospitals. She was very fierce. I was very scared of her, to be honest. Yeah. So every time she would come to my house, and she's very fierce about it, you know. But
Serious.
yeah.
Milk!
No, but one thing that she really helped Amanda was that when you, I think especially first child,
Yeah.
right, and then you want to breastfeed. If you want to breastfeed, you know, you really, it's not as straightforward as we think it is. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like latching and then sucking. I think the latching part is the one that could be tough on its own, and then the blockage and all of
Yeah,
that.
oh
like
my
this lady
gosh.
was straight up like massaging her, and then she came maybe about 4 or 5 times.
Oh, damn.
You know, like over a period of time, like every week once, you know, just to see how she's doing, until Amanda kind of got into the groove of things, and then she's on to her next client. So honestly, I highly recommend it, especially if you have a first child, you know. And I mean, for the husband, my job was very simple. It's just to be at home. The lactation consultant, I mean, I'm scared of her because she wants me to be home. Yeah, she wants me to be physically present when she's doing it, so that I can also act as a pillar of support for my wife.
The emotions,
And if
the
you
emotion.
need to help your wife,
Yeah,
you
or like
could.
remind her, or like if there are certain angles to help her massage as well, like I could be there. So
Hey,
yeah, man.
At this point, I just want to say, if you guys have been tuning into the episodes, I want to commend John for the fact that John has hired a whole army to be present for Amanda. From hypnobirth to lacto.
To be fair, right, my job is just to schedule and pay only.
That's right. It's a
be there,
big
and be
deal.
there, and be there.
Yeah, and be there. But all the credit to Amanda, like
Hey,
she
look at
really
this guy.
wanted to.
Yeah.
She really wanted her recovery process to be well.
That's right,
You know,
that's
and I
right,
mean, there were
that's right.
certain things that we chose to not spend on,
Right.
in order to spend on these services.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think
yeah.
there's always that balance that I couldn't understand at first, was the balance between product and services.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think, okay, I just get the best product,
Yeah.
and then that should
Correct.
be okay. You know,
Correct.
but I think the services, it's like going for a massage.
Yeah.
You know, you pay that $120 just to get someone to push all that knots out of your body, you know, and yeah, you know, you're paying for someone's professional services. So I think especially postpartum, I could actually physically see her recovery being so much better.
Wow.
Like she is in a better mood after the massage.
Yeah.
You know, she's less, like her stress level goes down after the lactation consultant comes. You know, suddenly she feels reassured.
Yeah.
A reassurance that I could never give her,
Yeah.
you know, or even my in-laws could never give her. Yeah. So balance between product
Good
and
job lah.
services.
I think his one is the most complete, from massage lady, the pregnancy massage, to the lactating consultant.
Lactation consultant.
I didn't
Why
know
actually
about this.
just do lactation consultant, massage, and yeah, that's pretty much the two essential ones.
I think because we had our baby so early on, when none of our peers were having, I didn't know all this existed.
Correct.
I think
Yeah.
after COVID freelance, but I feel like it's been around. I'm
true,
sure you
true,
can
true. Yeah,
find.
yeah,
Because it's not as easy now.
But what I would add
That's
on
what it
is
is now.
that a lot of us would think that maybe don't need, you probably don't require it, or our seniors, our parents,
Yeah, this-
aunties, they will say, you don't need lah, you can stay home. But I mean,
Last time in the village, where got
where got all
lactation-
this kind of thing we still make do without it and all.
the village sound
You also still alive,
Yeah, but I feel that as we progress as a civilization and we move into a different
civilization.
era and
Yeah,
time, with this kind of support, although yes, we have to pay extra money for all this kind of thing, but it actually helps.
Yes.
You know, like the massages that Jazel received, Bengkong and stuff like that.
Wow.
We will never understand because we never received the massages, but you can actually see, and our wives would actually tell us how comfortable they would feel right after that sort of services or treatment.
Yeah.
So,
And
sorry,
I
guys.
think to a certain extent also, I mean, back to the previous episode that we talked about, I feel like it kind of helps with postpartum also.
Yeah.
Because you feel there is
Yeah.
a certain community and there's attention on you.
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, man.
I think postpartum, this is just me lah, right? Because I feel that they have already changed their life so much in the past few months.
Yep.
And after giving birth, they are already lost, and then they don't know how it feels like, and then just getting jab. I think this kind of services and putting them first, putting our wives first, the mothers first, is very important.
the most you can do also, like, you spend money to provide this support that has a very real effect, not just physically but emotionally lah.
Because us as husband just being there is just it's just a necessity. It doesn't really do much. We're just there.
It's almost our annoyances. So
We like, can I do anything? Yeah, you can get a masseuse to come here and massage me right now. I shall do that.
but not gonna lie, we're not gonna claim that we know everything when it comes to breastfeeding.
I know zero.
It was one of the most like fulfilling for her, and it's also scariest moments been the first duct block or something. I cannot, man. That time where we were traveling and they cannot pump in time. If we only had like, I mean, everyone has their preferences, like you said. A very good way to go about them is borrow from your friends first, see what works for you.
Right.
But if we only had portable ones like this,
Back then.
yeah, because there was one time, and this is a real story, we were flying back from Korea after a job, and Swain couldn't pump, right? Because it got so engorged, after that session, right, she just stopped breastfeeding entirely. Because the body just decided, oh, you don't need to pump already, means you don't need it already. Yeah, it happens. So you know, there are times where it happens where, I mean, in our case, you miss the pump because you were not able to. The body just takes it as, I guess there's no more baby who needs this. And then the body stopped. So from that point on, right, no more. It was just downhill from there already. Yeah. So it's a, like what Dennis said, we live in a different era right now. This one, until other than the fact that, I have no manual, I think it's, can wash. Everything you can take out and wash easily. So very easy to wash. I'm like a salesman. I'm not a salesman, guys. I don't even know how to put it back. Okay. It's easy to wash, easy to assemble and dry. There's a remote control. There's a remote control on this. Is this a remote control? There's a remote control that allows you to turn it on and off, so you don't have to fiddle it like this. And you can check how long you've been pumping without needing to peek or remove it, because removing is, wow, guys. I don't know if I can name another sad moment where your wife pump and then spill.
Happened to me. I mean, not me, but happened to Amanda.
Wow, that one, you want to avoid that at all costs, seriously. This
It's
one's
gold.
It's gold. Liquid gold. Liquid gold.
Your whole entire fridge and freezer is covered.
Wow. And they say also can be brought onto planes as carry-on and check-in. So hey, plane friendly, USB-C chargeable, so you can charge it in your cars even. And you can pump and store directly. There's a sealing cap for bottles, so you can store it in your cooler bag. SupermamaLab, I have to say, when we bought this was the item that stood out for us. For us. And it looks like a cat. So, points. It's cute. This next product. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to put it here because we can't move it onto the table. I live by this product. I live by everything it stands for because I'm also a bit of a hygiene freak. This is the UV Max Sterilizer. The function is in the name lah. It's huge lah.
It's actually really big compared to the one that I have. Means this one can fit a lot of things.
Bro, I can wash my shoe and put inside.
Don't
I think for first-time parents, you go through the debate of whether you want
this,
a
right?
UV sterilizer or a steam sterilizer.
So
for me, initially, Amanda wanted a steam sterilizer.
Okay.
So we got the steam sterilizer. It is the process is a bit longer because you got to add water and I guess it's more natural.
Okay.
To a certain extent. But after a couple of months, we moved it to the UV sterilizer.
What's it? Why?
The upkeep for steam.
One thing I didn't like about the steam sterilizer personally was that it, as much as you try to use purified water or purified water, there will still be the limestone buildup over time. So the first month of using the steam sterilizer is great. You know, then after the second month, you got to clean it. You know, it's like your iron. You know, eventually it's going to build that.
It's going to have that residue.
And that's the residue you don't want to see.
Not when you're putting clean stuff inside.
You want it to be clean.
But I have to say though, I mean, this is from personal experience. So like the first year, religiously sterilize all the bottles. After the 12-month mark, the food drop on the floor. You look left, you look right.
It's good for you.
Yeah, you know, but I feel like I felt that shift. I don't know about you guys, you know, especially with your younger one. Like after the first year, it's like completely different child already. Yeah, for me, that's how I'm feeling right now. Like my son is a different kid every 2 weeks.
Yes, correct.
I can travel for work, come back and be like, hey, who are you?
From the time when they start walking, I realized the same thing. Every 2 weeks is different person.
Like when do you learn how to do this?
When do you learn this word?
Since when you know how to fight with me?
Why are you licking the window? You know? So it's like, then now that we sterilize for a whole year, what's the point?
You sterilize to give him the great foundation so he can lick windows today. That's why.
But it's true though. I think a lot of these products, especially like the first year.
Yes.
Wow, very crucial.
Actually,
very crucial.
Like this is what Jason would always say. For the first year, we are trying to keep them from dying. Then the first year onwards, we keep them away from killing themselves. So at first, you know, this sterilizer thing came, right? And Jason was explaining to me about the whole entire thing. And he was explaining to me, I went to his house, he showed me, this is my sterilizer, this is my this one, that's my that one. I'm like, why do we need all these things? You need to add on. Why cannot just use hot water? And the worst part is COVID was happening at that time.
Wow.
So it was all about cleanliness. You cannot have bacteria and all this kind of stuff because everything blah blah blah.
People got very OCD about
Correct.
it.
So eventually we got it, and we even changed through like 2 or 3 different sterilizers because we obviously want to get the better one and the better one. And the best thing that's for me you know, like you don't have to wait for the baby bottle to dry by itself.
Yeah, just
put in the sterilizer. They would actually sterilize and dry it for you just in time for the next feeding every 2-3 hours.
Can I just say when my son was about, I think 2 plus 3 months, we brought him to Singapore for the first time.
Okay.
And then at that point of time, I mean, we already packed so many other things. So we were like, okay, never mind, his bottles, we will sterilize the traditional way. Hot water, The next trip to Singapore, we brought our whole sterilizer.
That is exactly what happened to us as well because we were confident.
I had a luggage dedicated just for his sterilizer.
wow.
Yeah. No choice.
So
I'm telling you, you save a lot of time.
So Jazel up one level. We have a traveling sterilizer that is actually it can collapse and then you can build it back up. Put the lid on top, and that whole thing will sterilize it. But it's a very small sterilizer. You can sterilize like 1-2 bottles, but it's enough for traveling lah.
I think the whole COVID thing really made the sterilizer that much more power.
The
More
awareness
important.
came then and all that kind of
Because
stuff.
you don't know what is what. And I actually agree the first year thing. The first year, you don't, I mean, it's not to a certain degree a necessity because obviously you want to build their resistance, you want to build. But I think because for me, I have a lot of allergies, I have a lot of problems like food allergies, these allergies. I wanted to make sure that my kids didn't inherit. So I had to be very safe, right?
Fair.
And the first year is also, I believe, you let their bodies build their strength first in the first year. You give them the cleanest chance they got, this, that. And after that, you slowly let them lick whatever they want to lick. You can't
question. When did you know that you didn't have to burp your baby anymore?
When they stood up and burped themselves.
About 12 months.
But
10 months.
10 to 12.
okay lah. For Sarah, recently only one year plus. Yeah.
And then when do you stop sterilizing their baby bottles?
I still sterilize.
now.
Yeah, until
now.
today,
We still
actually,
sterilize
it's
it.
just become a habit.
Yeah.
Because it becomes drier.
Yeah,
So I don't
is.
leave it out.
Drier.
That's why.
And usually, if we are not using the bottles, I keep all inside.
Yeah.
Just keep all inside.
It's just become a habit.
Yeah, it becomes a storage
Because
unit.
when we started, I remember it was in a confinement center and they'd have the sterilizer there as well. That was a whole starting learning process of, okay, she used finish already and then she's resting. As a husband, take everything, put into a hot water, soak it first, wash it, pour everything out, clean everything, wash everything, put them in the sterilizer, turn on one more time.
Correct.
So we do 2 We'll wash it with hot water first and then only put into the sterilizer.
Bro, yes.
Then for your older one, I mean, I'm asking these questions because I really don't know. So
Okay.
when do they stop drinking from the baby bottle?
Oh, that one tough.
This one, in my opinion, is on the baby.
And
So
the mother baby.
when do you know when they need to stop?
So,
They will tell you themselves. Daddy, I don't want.
Yeah.
Then you know it.
but that's a good baby because my kid doesn't. Mine was a weaning process. Like,
You had to.
yeah, I mean, it's not me. I definitely, Suyen made the call. Like, okay, I think you should stop drinking from bottle now. Then my baby was like, no, because
How
it's a
old?
comfort. 3 onwards. 3
3.
onwards, yeah. Because I have to say as well, my kids are very curious. So they like watching what we do. And I have a very big habit of making my coffee, making drinks and everything, right? So like, they will always see me use a mug and a cup. I have very nice mugs in my house. So they're very curious and that helped it along lah. So I was like, hey, Haley, you want to drink from your cup just like me? Okay. So we gave her a cup of milk and then, fun, into the nose. Basically that lah, you know, then that's how it goes along. But it's the weaning. The weaning is tough.
When will you... Stupid question.
Okay.
When will you teach your kids how to use chopsticks?
When they can hold a chopstick.
I saw this video on TikTok about this 3-year-old kid using chopsticks to eat.
But it's rural China or something.
Now, after this whole Instagram thingy, right, I realized I cannot compare. already.
Yeah,
There's a boy.
No,
2 years old. Not just he can speak, he can talk to the mother and they can have a conversation about cars and he knows every brand of cars.
I saw that.
I'm like, yo, The son is younger than my daughter. He can talk so well. So that's where I'm like, you know what? Every kid is different.
No, okay.
Oh no, for sure, for sure.
But let me, sorry, I'm just going to assume we're just dads right now, or just guys.
We are.
Can I go sell this to you guys, okay?
Okay, please.
Because I just read the...
Tell me why I need it.
Guys, made for the whole family.
Why?
Why would I need it?
Why would a dad
Not
need
just
it?
put your breast pump, but your baby bottle. Can put toys. Can put big enough to put clothes, handphone, wallet, keys. And more than that, it extends. Okay, this is why I made the call for a UV sterilizer. Because after I don't use for baby, what can I use for? A dish rack with every purchase can be converted into dish dryer. You can make dried fruits and yogurt inside. How? Can make dried fruits okay, dried fruits I understand. Yogurt, I want to try.
Oh, it opens this way.
Whoa! Okay, wait, we gotta put B-rolls. Roll the B-rolls, right? Okay. So it's not just that you can double up, and actually this is the most important factor, right? Because what's happening here? Wow, it's huge. Whoa!
Okay, but I'm an Asian household. I dry my dishes myself.
That's true. I am the dish dryer.
I think Asian households we have trust issues with dishwashers and dish dryers.
But I would rather just sterilize it and dry at the same time.
Like the dish is not really washed if your hand doesn't touch it.
Correct. You have to.
What's glove? I want to feel the oil no more.
You have to rub the dirt.
When I was in the US, I visited a friend's house and like, you know, they will serve you dinner, right? So the clean plate came, right? And then his family style is also I touched the plate and I'm like, confirm dishwasher. You know why? You know it.
Because there's a layer.
Okay, let's talk about because our experience of dishwasher is in overseas. Yeah.
Okay. I am gonna say one of the biggest deal to me is after the baby finish using, what do I do with this? This one supersedes the baby era. So this is like how did they say how big the size is, like the carry weight? Because they have a smaller version.
This is real big.
This is a max sterilizer.
It's big though.
But honestly,
35 liter.
30.
Bigger than your microwave oven.
You sterilize a turkey inside, bro.
Microwave oven, the large one is 30. Yeah. This is 35.
That's deep.
This is big.
It looks good. It is great. But
You put all your Pokemon card inside there. Cannot straight.
100% 100%. I will, but these are the kind of things I would use for if the baby is done with it. My own bottles, my own
my watches.
Yeah, if really can, why not try lah? I'm honestly quite stuck to the UV thing lah. But the only thing as guys, I think we need to realize is learn is that some rubber material cannot put in UV. Some rubber stuff cannot put under UV. I don't know which one is it, but you need to read properly because there was once I bought a whole line of bottles. I put inside the UV. I opened the thing, right? The smell after that, wow. I don't think my baby can drink from this anymore, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, let's move on. Jolene, what's the next one we need to talk about?
The next one is a portable milk warmer.
Is
you guess which one it is? Yeah.
We use this. We use this especially on the road.
Guys,
Jason and myself.
Again, another thing that I didn't have when I was...
Oh, you did not? No?
This
just came out?
No. We don't have proper ones.
Right.
You know?
I mean, back then, I think it's just not many people have this kind of thing. But this is very convenient because when you have the bottle, you just put the bottle. You make the milk already, right?
Right.
Just plug it on. Turn it around. Then turn it on. It will just heat up the milk.
Brother knows how to use it.
Because brother was shocked at the technology when Jason showed me. I was like, what? You just let it leave it on. Then you can put the temperature you want it, and then it will just heat it up to that temperature. Yeah.
Last time, you know how it works. I had to wake up half an hour before,
put hot water, put into the bottle, hot. Then after that, then our face will walk to the bottle.
Okay. So I don't care. I just developed my own method. Boiling hot water, put first. Put milk and then go to the sink. Go to the sink and put cold water.
Yeah. That's how we used to do. But this one, it will it will heat it up to the exact temperature you want it to be, and then your baby can immediately drink it. That's how fast and quick it is.
I learned the hard way. That baby temperature, right, for the temperature of the milk is very important.
100%.
Because Hayley burned her mouth before, and since then, right, until today, she's very, very, very against hot food. Until today, she don't want to eat hot food. So we have to cool down everything for her. So guys, the importance is that there's actually a proper drinking temperature for milk. And I don't know, do you grow up with like the milk, right, need to be boiling hot water?
I think for us, it's more our parents' time. They would decide it for us, not our decision.
Kill the germs.
I have a water dispenser in my house that has a baby milk temperature. Yeah, but then when I travel, I always had a 1/4, 3/4 rule. So I'll have boiling water. Then whatever milk I need, say if it's 150 ml, right? Or 100 ml, I will put like 20 to 25 of the boiling water and then 80 of sterilized water or mineral water, and then shake it. Then it should be about right.
Mine a little bit lazier. We will travel with the water dispenser with the temperature on. So I'll just set it to 35 to 45 degree and then we'll just use that.
I think the portable milk warmer for this case is, I think this one is like, quick trip out to makan. Or I think go to shopping mall and come back. I just wish, why now only God? Don't lah. I don't want to make new baby again so I can use this, but I wish I had this.
And I actually spoke to Jaisal.
You actually use the same thing?
Yeah, and I asked why can't we just travel with, the flask? Water flask.
That's what I did.
The water.
I do.
Problem with water flask is that happened to us before. We travel with it for at least half a day. Cool. I literally see the temperature on the flask. My flask got temperature and it keeps dropping and then it dropped to a bit too cold, like 20 degree, which is not the normal temperature. It's not that cannot make, it's just that at that point we wanted her to just drink warm milk, not cold milk.
Okay.
Worried that something might happen. So that's why this one is very convenient, I would say.
Okay, wow. Okay, this is...
I've never seen a portable one. I have one at home, but it's not portable. But usually the one I take, I used to heat up milk that he didn't finish like the night before. That I don't want to waste it for the morning. Yeah, or like breast milk. Yeah, from the fridge if you need to. Right. Actually, I think this is very useful for breast milk.
Breast milk that you store in the fridge.
Or the freezer.
Still cold. You want to feed your baby immediately. At least you don't have to wait for the hot water to get hot, and that takes too long.
And sometimes it's very hard to tell also.
That's true. You can't tell.
Actually, the problem is, when it's like stored milk, how long will it take to defrost? How long will it take to warm up? You got to factor all that in.
Have you ever encountered a situation where your partner asks you to heat up the milk and sometimes they forget that it takes some time?
Yeah.
Where's the milk? Where's the milk? It's defrosting. Bring it here.
Why is it so cold?
we didn't because sometimes you will forget to take out the milk before and to defrost it the night before in the fridge. It's in the freezer, and then you take out, it's all ice. Your baby is crying, and what you gonna do?
I won't go like the thing that really added to how hard the first month home was when we had Haley, our first one, was not just a sleepless night, right? It's the preparing the milk. Oh my gosh.
Because you have to prepare every 2-3 hours. Your wife will be pumping every 2-3 hours.
Correct.
But you will still need to prepare because from the pump, you need to transfer into the bottle. The bottle need to be washed, need to be sterilized. You forget to sterilize and wash. Then you got to do that and then only get this. So you cannot miss.
I say my only thing will be, if anything can help you in that process to support your wife, make it happen. If you can help.
Because all the help helps you too.
4 different temperature settings, 37, 40, 45, 50. Honestly,
that's all the temperature your baby needs.
Just to me, boiling lah.
Yeah.
I still am the very how to say, I'll put it on my skin, do the...
Oh, you do that?
Yeah. Just in case. Safe heat technology to prevent overheating. Breast milk recommended temperature 37. Oh yeah, so there's a thing, right? If you buy the wrong kind of warmer and it heats it up too high, you kill all the nutrients inside your breast milk. I was like, so how do I heat it up? Last time I don't have this. I only have to use hot water, bro.
And hot water, like he said, you don't know how hot it is. You don't know the temperature.
Suddenly I look back at my life, it's hot. That was the role.
But I mean, back then when the technology wasn't available to people,
that's what you had.
It's all you have, right? So now we have the technology there we use.
Correct. Cause higher temperatures, cause nutrient loss and burnt milk. And that's the stuff you don't want to treat your kids. So just gonna read through. Guys, if you're listening, we already give you 3 great options to buy your friends, family, anyone who's having babies for Christmas. Able to heat up refrigerated breast milk in less than 5 minutes. I had to be up for 20 minutes last time. Multitask while waiting. Okay, great. You can do whatever you want. It's a night light at the bottom.
Yep.
So I guess you can't really see it.
Just for the soon-to-be parents, night light is very important because you don't want the light to be too bright that your baby will wake up. Phone lights are too bright.
So can fit most wide neck bottles. Adapters are available for 14 other bottle brands.
Wow.
Again, can take on a plane and chargeable with USB-C. USB-C apparently
everything's USB-C.
it's just the future.
All new technology.
Jolene, did we get it?
Yes, you
Is
got
that
it.
great? So far, 3 great products. This is the bottle?
Then you pour the milk already, and then you just put it right there, and then you just leave it there,
Bro.
and then it'll make.
I 100% guarantee you. Me asleep at night. They are done already. Oh, okay.
Don't have to.
I'm dead. That's it. I'm dead. I'm very sure that's going to be me.
Fathers, all you need to do is just pay concentration and focus. Make sure you don't open the bottle. They say, yeah, they are done. Psst.
Yeah. I guarantee you that could have been me.
Turn it around, okay?
All right. We're going to go to a product next, which I also wish I had in my time. Jolene, it's called the memory foam pillow. We have memory foam pillows for babies now. Memory foam pillow. Yes?
Okay. Lie. This one, Daddy Chang.
Okay. Take it away.
So, I don't know why I look like the salesperson for this pillow.
Yeah.
But because Jade actually has a pillow like this, and it really changes the sleeping game for
Really,
babies. Now, a lot of us don't know why, right? And I also asked the same question. Why need a hole?
Yeah, why?
Why you need a hole like that? Do you know why?
So the bad dreams can come out
They put their face down, they can breathe.
That's one. Do you know why?
because of things like that.
I know.
So the bad dreams can come out at the side.
Oh.
When
Okay, so most of the time, like our parents or our aunties and stuff, they would sew their own pillows and give to our babies, right?
Right.
Problem with those pillows is that the foam or the cotton is too thick in the middle,
okay.
and then it goes flat out to the side,
So
like
you-
our most pillow.
Okay.
So our baby neck, it's
roll off
like
to
a vegetable. They will just roll off
Right.
to the side.
Okay.
This keeps the head in the middle, right? So there's a hole. The baby head just sleeps in the middle. It's not going to
I
move.
thought it's like for
Now,
draining the sweat.
second thing, why is there a curve?
Why?
So that your baby head not flat. Because our,
Yeah.
our baby's head is being formed right now.
Right,
This
right.
thing will help to give it a very nice rounded shape at the back instead of our usual typical flat head.
It's a thing, right?
flat.
The
Do you
flat
know
head thing?
that babies, when they're born, they are like the first couple of months, their bones are softer.
And their skull,
Yeah,
their brain here, their skull over here is not yet covered one. They have a
Haley
line
was a vacuum baby, so she came out like an elf.
Mine was because it was in labor for 20 hours. She looks like the Alien versus
course it-
Predator. Like her head was extra long, and I was so concerned. My daughter looking like Alien versus Predator. So I was like, I need everything. And my mom and auntie would be like, you need to rub her head. Her head will get rounded. I'm like, Mom, your hand is not gonna change a person's skull, okay?
Oh my God.
He's like, no. Just rub
Every
this.
day rub.
Just every day, 2 hours, just rub the head. I'm like, no,
2
Mom.
hours?
I won't do that. Okay?
Brother, the hair also come out in 2 hours. I
But
didn't
yes,
know.
this is very important.
I just wish that honestly, to me, I thought like, oh, that's nice because my babies are sweaty babies. This like a bit of air can pass through, you know, kind of thing.
Oh, Jade sweats.
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
one thing that I remember, even like that whole making sure your baby don't move, right? Wow, that one changes the game.
So this is good because the head is sinks into the middle, and this height to me, because I have back issue as an adult, and we typically when we put our pillow, our neck goes this way, right?
I help you.
So this one for the baby, this is just perfect for them because their back and their head is actually almost flat.
I only recently learned about that flat head syndrome. I didn't know that because like a lot of parents now are like they need to work and take care of the kid, right? There's this thing that's like, oh, they let their babies lie down for too long because they're like, oh, it's fine while he's playing there, she's playing there. And then they show the before after picture, right? Oi, the neck and the head is like that. And I'm like, hey, is this a problem? Like, yeah, because your baby brain also. Hey!
I mean, I don't know about that, but I know that when I was speaking to the doctors back then, they said that the baby head is being formed and is being shaped out. It's very important that we have all these kind of things for the head to shape out. If not, like, you know, I'm not sure why, but a lot of our Asian men, our brothers, when they go bald, like me, the back is just flat. We don't have a nice
Mother
rounded
had
shape.
never up 2 hours.
Never up, correct? Never up.
So I got a question.
Okay.
What is one thing that our parents' generation did for us as babies, you know, that we do completely 180 difference in
Wow.
our generation?
Whoa.
Like now, like when you know it, your peers all do it, and then when your parents suggest it in your head, you're like, yeah, but that's your generation though. This is our
Wow.
generation. What is the one thing?
I know more practices that my my wife didn't have to go through compared to my mom when they were, the postpartum, right?
Yeah.
But for my kids,
you do to your kids that your parents did to you that you go like, I'm not going to do this.
I think
Beat them up. I don't beat Jade. I mean, I don't remember whether they beat me when I was 1.5, but I'm sure they did. Right. Because I mean, I see my mom, my dad, and my aunt and my godmother play with Jade. When I see that, to me, that's how you used to play with me. Just worse. Right? Because you are loving to my daughter now because you're slightly older, but when you were younger, you were fierce. So you must be fierce to me. That's how I see it.
But we all had caning back then.
Oh, for
caning
sure.
was normal.
For sure.
Part of the world.
Okay, another thing that I realized, I don't know whether we all realize, I'm not saying anything, I love my dad and my mom, but I don't think my dad and my mom played with me and my toys before.
Nope.
Like how I play with Jade. Jade would literally get me, Daddy, come. Yesterday, she literally, Daddy, because I was on my phone, turn off TV.
Yeah.
Play with me now. I was like, yo, first, where you get to complete sentences like that? Second thing, you're ordering me right now? She's straight, Daddy, come, play with me. Okay. It's always like that. That's why work from home is very hard, okay?
Oh, man. I have a joke with Suyen because I saw how much our parents changed. I think the biggest one is not a habit. My kids still, they will force them to eat a certain way. So I don't care, you sit down, you eat, finish, right? That kind of thing. But of course, not as stern. I think the biggest difference from our parents' generation to now is our parents now are getting a chance to be parents again.
Yes.
In a way that they wanted to be. So they don't have any of those standard of I need to be strict with you, I need to be disciplined.
Because they're not stressed out.
Yeah, they're not stressed with work anymore.
Yeah.
And my kids are now providing them a second chance to be ideal parents that they could have been with us. And I think it's just like, okay, I enable you. I'll give you the chance to do it. Just that I'm watching you. This is not the same person who raised me. Just recognize this, mom. Recognize this, that I love you because you are taking care of my kids. But who was the one that made the joke? There was a comedian. She's no longer a mother. She's someone trying to still get into heaven. At this point, she's just trying to make up for the balance, the karma skill, that kind of thing.
I treat my son well. I have to treat my grandson better.
Because my parents are still tempted to bring in the things from the past. Drink for Chinese people, you have to drink the red date for your kids. Put all this kind of thing. Oh, cannot bathe at night. Don't bathe so long at night. They will still try to enforce that thing. But it's not too, at the end of the day, the best part is, I think the biggest difference is, compared to my grandma enforced her will on my parents. That means my way or the highway.
That's
No, I feel like that's especially prevalent in food. I don't know whether you remember or you know this, but I think when we were young, all we ate as Chinese kids were porridge, fish porridge, chicken porridge, pork porridge, fish porridge, chicken porridge, pork porridge.
Actually, the trauma.
Yeah, it's just coming back. It's just. And then it depends on what type of dialect you are. You Cantonese, you eat Cantonese porridge. You Taiwanese, you eat Taiwanese porridge. Yeah, so it's just porridge and porridge and porridge. And then the other day I was just because I have a nanny from Ipoh, right? So I noticed what she cooks for my son versus what I cook for my son. It's like my son, I look at him, I was like, what do you feel like having today? Okay I feel like having beef and rice. So you will have beef and rice too. Yeah. Today I feel like making chicken aglio olio. You gonna have chicken aglio olio too.
Eating good.
But then I see his face when I'm feeding him, right? Very different.
Correct.
Porridge is he keeps pushing it away. He's being forced to eat. You can feel him rolling his eyes at me. But when I cook for him, and I cook things that I would like to eat.
Tasty stuff,
but not too much salt. I mean, I will always cook his version first.
Correct.
Then after that, I will add everything else for the adults, right?
Yeah.
And I can see him actually enjoying his food. And then I realized wow, when I was young, every day was chicken porridge, and that's why I feel like our generation, we at this age, we still can like what Suyen said in the previous episode, she can every day eat fun, no problem.
Because we were trained that way.
Yeah, we were trained and we were brought up that way to eat the same thing for 5 days, 6 days.
Maybe that's why our generation omakase is so prevalent because we never got to enjoy food.
Correct. No, and I think that like for us back then, fast food was
A treat,
the
bro.
treat, right?
Wow.
Now the kids, like I have some friends' kids, like, what do they want to eat? Oh, I feel like having oysters today. I'm like, yo, you are 5 years old. You want to eat what? Oysters? You know?
I kick my kid. You ask me for oysters. I also don't have oysters. You want to eat oysters? How
But
dare you?
I think there is a difference in terms of like palate. You know, like the kids, they are going to grow up with a different approach to food, a different approach to and it's not overeating, you know. I think
Just
back then,
normal.
like, you know, it's like you go ham at a certain age, like 14, 15, when you have your own money, you know, after school, like, what do you want to do? Oh, your friends, okay, let's go eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, your parents don't know what you eat. You know, your parents ask you what you eat. Oh, no, I had porridge. You know, that's always the safe answer, right? But actually, you've been having McDonald's for like 4 or 5 days a week. You know,
porridge, your stomach look like burger, bro.
yeah, but now I feel like it's a little bit different.
It's going to be tough also, right? Because even if it applies, like if we don't feed our kids that, they will realize that their friends are getting that.
Yeah.
Right? Like I can, like, and at home, like, oh, we make very lovely sandwiches. Like it's tasty stuff, and we share with Haley. Haley loves it. But when she goes to school, hey, my friend bring McDonald's to school today. Leh. I'm like, it's always that thing, you know. It's like,
Yeah. Because she's got a shitty parent.
Yeah, exactly. Like, where's my McDonald's bar?
This is where I feel like I want to try for myself and Jade in the future, because I heard that nowadays, even in like their nursery or like their tadika or something like that, right? Like 4 or 5 years old, they go to those growing classes and stuff, and they are fed McDonald's and KFCs on trips. Like if they go for like a school trip.
Oh, for a trip lah. Not daily lah, right?
Not daily,
oh my
not daily,
gosh.
but
Okay.
they would buy when they go for a trip McDonald's, and then because I heard my brother said then the parents would have to pay for these McDonald's and stuff. I'm like, who said I allow them to feed my kids McDonald's?
Right.
Like
They
why?
don't check with you, like, why are you feeding them this?
Yeah, why are you feeding them McDonald's?
Right.
Like so, I feel that when Jade is slightly older, I want to see if it's possible, like him. If the parents is eating like that, I want to teach Jade why am I eating like that. I'm not saying don't eat McDonald's. I'm just saying if you can, control.
Yeah.
So I heard from a friend, and this was his trick to. So his kids are older. He convinced his kids that McDonald's don't taste as good.
Okay.
So what he learned to cook triple cooked fries, make a good burger, you know, and essentially Coke is Coke lah. I mean, that one you can't do much about it. But you learn how to make better fries and better burgers at home. Right. So when their friends say like, oh yeah, you know, we get to eat McDonald's, it's like, McDonald's, please.
My parents does better.
Yeah, we got A5 Wagyu burgers at home, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So if there's two dishes that you need to know how to make,
Wagyu.
Good fries and good burger. Actually, burgers are easy to make.
I think my hack is you learn to be a master of potatoes. You will win every kid. Every kid's party, everything. Fries, potatoes, wedges, crisscross fries, all that kind of thing. If you know how to like do the bare minimum and make it home, right? Yeah.
But actually true.
Isn't that so poignant? If you make your food at home taste better, they know what bad food is outside.
Yeah. No, but I think because when we were growing up, our parents mainly knew how to cook Chinese food only.
That's true. That's
true. I guess eating Chinese food at home is always more bland than eating cai fan outside, right?
Yeah.
Or you all call it zap fan, right?
Yeah.
And then the thing about Western food is like, my mom tried cooking a burger. Her burger was ass. Like, it was really bad. Like, yeah. It's like, I don't know whether you remember
the Chinese burgers.
Dude, I don't know whether you remember the patties last time, right? The frozen farmhouse patties. Like, it's not even a proper
Bro,
patty.
you had farmhouse, bro. We had Ramly, bro. We got no farmhouse here.
No choice.
But nowadays, I feel like it's different. You know, you go on TikTok and
The
you see
variety.
how people make their own patties at
And
home.
it's not that hard. They just use ground
I
beef,
think-
ground meat.
People nowadays got a lot of access. We didn't have this.
No.
And I think we also grew up with grandmas that believe babies cannot have seasoning. Baby cannot have soya sauce or salt and pepper. You must have pure rice. Why? Easy. Oh, bless you. Easy for your body to absorb. Bless you 2 times. The haze is real, they say. But yeah, I think in terms of it, with all these products and stuff, we have a lot more ability to provide more options for our kids, better health, better variety of
Oh my goodness.
better variety of anti-sinus things. Because I was just going to say also, look, the memory foam is also prevents skin irritation and allergies.
Hey,
So-
very important, huh?
Just coming back to SupermamaLab, can be hand wash, machine wash,
Oh my god.
hypoallergenic material certified with European safety standards. Like prevents heat buildup. Guys, there's a lot of if I had a pillow like this, I would sleep better also, to be honest. Hey, because sleeping, right? I know it's not, I just want to say, this is not as fancy as everything else we talked about. But sleeping is the building blocks for growth for babies. And if you don't get the sleeping right, your whole life will fall apart. lah. Don't talk about your own sleep schedule, baby development, everything. Make sure they sleep well. This looks like the most unsuspecting thing. But by the time you're watching this, there's a pink one also, right? Pink! That's say less.
Just get these kind of pillows for your kid. You'll thank us later.
Because I remember we borrowed Jade, the snuggle, the kid. Wow!
There's another
for the whole body.
When your baby is like under 7-8 months, that whole entire thing that looks like a U-shape kind of thing, that's the perfect thing. You just like a donut. You just put your baby inside there. That's the most comfortable thing they will look in for a few months.
Compared to last time, you know what I had? I had the spring that they hang from the ceiling.
All.
And then the kain,
All of us. And then you wake up, right? Your face here got a line like a
bro,
net.
my whole head like this, bro.
Then you know sometimes when we all as kids, we will turn inside that sarong. Then your whole body will be twisted in one corner like that, and then your face will be like that.
I never used any of that though.
I think maybe it's a Malaysian thing. Yeah, we had a jumper where it's just a cloth.
We have something called a bed.
No. Do you have the bouncer thing back then? Like
I bought that
Oh, this one
thing,
cute. This one cute.
But
that one high tech.
You need to use the one like that one, and then.
But I have to say that I'm very fortunate because my son actually likes to sleep. So we put him in the bed. He can just
your sleep training for your kid is the highest level.
Last night he slept 8:30 p.m. to 9 a.m. this morning. Wow,
Sarah slept 8:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. this morning, guys.
My daughter don't take nap whole day. She wakes up 10 a.m. She would sleep sometimes 10 to 12 a.m. Yeah,
and then her nap is done for 12 a.m.
I don't know how she does it. Like, I'm like, yo, you're a kid. You've been up for 12 hours. You didn't take a single nap. Don't you want to go to sleep? No.
Wait.
I don't know where she get energy.
But all kids are different. Yeah. All kids are different. We just don't compare. All we can do is support.
I love her.
I just want to blaze through some other stuff as well, which I think you guys might like. The portable baby brush set. Where is it? Is it here?
Right behind you.
Is it right behind? Where? Over there?
Behind
Over there. Okay, there's B-rolls of it. I just want to say, I love washing stuff. So this is an absolute must for me. Portable baby brush. There's an air purifier. Where is this? Okay, I want to see this. Guys, have you ever used an equivalent of this? Like, I have never used this.
Air purifier.
Wow.
The one where you hang around. Yeah.
This is the baby bottle cleaning set.
Oh yeah, this is important for
Ask
traveling.
me how I know.
How you know?
I recognize
Because I use it.
I recognize this one.
Yeah, one. This one is very important because this will get to the teeth. The top.
The back of the teeth.
The back of the teeth. And that is where the most dirt of the milk would always be at when it's dry up, residue and all that kind of stuff. So use this a lot.
This one do what?
Huh?
I
believe this is to clean the edges because the bottles, the edges, sometimes it's always the residue of the milk.
Yeah, I think people, wow. I just want to say SupermamaLab has done an really good job with this because this is their bottle cleaner? Okay, this is pretty sick. You will almost never ever find this in normal shops. You'll almost never ever find something that is specifically made to clean the top of the bottle, which is the tit. The tit. What is this? Wow. Sorry guys, like legitimately just going through this.
Is to put your
detergent.
Detergent. This is a travel set.
Yeah.
Damn.
You have this where you clean the
hey, you're going
straw.
for traveling soon, right?
Yeah, I've got one of these. So yeah, it's very, very useful.
See your babies now. I got what? I got my hands only last time. Dang. Then do what? I cut my sponge myself, I had to be inventive, Dang. I put one chopstick and one sponge, bro. Hey, sorry. But yeah, there's an air purifier. Those boxes of cookies are what?
It's not cookies.
Cookies, milk boosters.
Yes.
Milk boosters. Wow, okay. There are sachets. This is for, I think, what parents used to eat. Milk cookies for the mums. The one that encourage milk production.
Correct. And this is to help you to produce more milk.
Honest question, if we eat this, what happens?
You will start producing more milk. No, actually, no. It doesn't do anything for guys.
It's a drink.
It's a drink.
sachet
It's a drink. It has the vitamins and everything like
it's
that.
a drink, yes.
Yeah, of course it's a drink.
Matcha. So there's matcha flavor, there's other flavors of that. It's a cocoa.
There is a cocoa
flavor.
hazelnut oat milk.
Vanilla soy.
And there's a vanilla soy milk.
Guys, what we are doing now, if anything else, we're giving you a whole list of presents to buy your friends who have babies, okay? There's an egg pump, wearable natural suction milk collector. I'm not going to dive into this because there are different levels of pumps that you need to worry about when you are breastfeeding. And I'll leave that to a lady to do. I'll leave that to more experienced people to explain to you guys. But for guys, all we need to know is one thing. There's an active pump and there's a passive pump. This one is sort of towards the passive. I'm not explaining it correctly. I'm explaining it as how a guy would explain it. Okay? So another one. And last but not least, now, this is the kind of thing I find everywhere. Guys, if only my bags last time looked as good as this, and it doesn't look like I'm going to go to the pasar every day. This is a sling inside. It's an insulated bag, insulated cooler bag. Things have truly changed, guys.
Convenience has become more convenient.
It looks good also.
Wait, I just want to ask, is this manually pumped?
I think it's so that is the wearable natural suction milk. Designed with suction to hold it in place while the baby is kicking on the other side. And it prevents milk stain. So basically,
understand, because when you're feeding them, that tends to leak on the other side.
Only dads will know. I don't know for the ones who are going to have baby. Something that happen is when your wife wants to directly latch, the body will just got a baby here, and both sides the milk will come out.
Yeah, so sometimes it will be leaking on one end or the other side.
Passive.
So I think this is
passive. Well, guys, that's it. We've went through insane lineup of baby products. There is a giveaway on our Telegram group. So we're going to be giving away Supermama items. You have to join there first. We're not going to share any details other than that, but you can win some of these things in the Telegram group. John frequents the place to just randomly butt heads with people, which is great. So it's a great place to be, actually. Please join. We're going to do a giveaway. Shout out to SupermamaLab. Honestly, one of the reasons why we picked up this was we use this. We have personal experience with this.
And I know a lot of friends who are parents are also using this as well.
I recommend this to people who are on the go for working moms and so on and so forth. And yeah, you can win the Airpury portable air purifier, the cooler bag, or the portable baby brush set. I honestly just join, guys. So the instructions are going to be there. Guys, any final notes for dads who are trying to shop for babies?
Incredible.
I want to use this.
Look at the filter. The filter is so cute and so small. There's
HEPA filter.
Yeah, HEPA filter this size. And then there's the 2 fan at the back.
Guys, I don't know, man. I've just been jealous of babies ever since I started seeing things like this.
You have to control yourself. Don't collect all these things. This thing is not meant to be collectibles.
But I'll collect this. I'll collect this. I really want this, guys. I'm not even saying this because of the show. I legitimately want this.
I have a feeling he has a problem with collecting items at home. Even baby products also now he want to collect. Right?
Guys,
bro, don't be a hoarder.
You got any closing notes for the future parents out there in terms of like buying stuff for your kid?
Well, like what we said, try out everything, but at the same time, if you can jump from your friend, then you just loan it. Don't buy everything straight away. Find the best if possible, because like most of us, we would end up buying every single one of it and then only realize we use 1/3 of it. So I think really speak to your friend, speak to your spouses, your partners, to really ask yourself, what do we want? Because if budget is not a problem, you will eventually buy the entire shop. And you don't want to do that because you don't own the brand. So
That's true. That's true.
So just buy what you need, because I think at the end, it really depends on your lifestyle.
I was going to say, just know what you're buying for your baby and what you're buying for yourself.
Yeah.
Just know the difference. Because a lot of parents buy stuff that is not really for the baby, but they kind of want it. I'm guilty of that because I love buying baby shoes, which have no use.
You don't buy your own shoe? You don't buy shoes?
I don't buy shoes for myself. So I think for me, my struggle was, just know if you're going to buy this for what, who is going to use it more, who benefits more for it. If it's a flex, just say it's a flex. You're buying it for a flex. But please just prioritize what I would call a good state of life for your wife and for your kid, and support that state of life so they can recover well, they can grow well. That's my note. John, do you have any closing notes for shopping fathers out there?
Yeah, exactly what you said. Just experiment.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and most of the time, you'll never only buy one brand. You will never only buy one thing. You will make mistakes. So
and don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Just make the mistake and learn from it. Like I said, it's a journey.
yeah. So we can recommend SupermamaLab to you. You can decide to start your journey here or try as an option, but always find what works for you guys and your family. And until the next time, please remember to subscribe, follow the show, share the episode, guys. It helps us. And we'll see you in the next episode. See you guys. Bye.